All right, we are back. If you haven't seen the quarterback rankings for week 2, pause the video right now. Go back to the channel, check out the video. It is the one right before this. But we are going to dig into the top 10 running backs for NFL week 2. More focused on DFS, but you can definitely use this for your season long as well. Questions, comments, concerns, let us know down below. Like the video if you find it helpful. Again, if you want to get a full year of DFS content, that's MMA, MLB, NASCAR, NBA, NFL, PGA, DFS, cheat sheets, optimal lineups, articles, videos. Pause, go to FTA Plus or go to fantasyteamadvisors.com/plans. Click the year pass, normally $349.99. Use promo code 300, that's 300. You're going to get it for $49.99, so definitely check that out. So, jumping right into the running backs for week 2. Again, like I said in the quarterback video, week 1 is behind us. Completely forget about week 1. Look at week 2. It's a new week. We have new people that should dominate. I know the waiver wire went through. We're all there, and we are back here. So, our running back situation. McCaffrey, love McCaffrey here. Leads the way with NFL Week 2 rankings against Jameis Winston and the Saints defense. Now, on paper, it's a terrible matchup for him. But again, like I put in the article, McCaffrey is damn near matchup proof if I've ever seen a running back. Last week, I believe he led all of running backs last week and didn't have a touchdown. I absolutely love him this week. I know the Saints are the Saints, but if they can stop the rush, Christian McCaffrey is technically, basically, Carolina's number 1 receiver as well. So I absolutely love McCaffrey here in this one. I've got him number 1 against the Saints here. Love Christian McCaffrey there. Number 2 is Alvin Kamara against Carolina, so I think these could be a top 2. We have them top 2, but this should be a great matchup between running backs. Now, we are still waiting to see how Jameis Winston's mobility and everything is going to affect Kamara in the long run. We saw week 1 was okay, but again, there was just so much going on that the Saints didn't need to throw the ball a ton. That's why Winston had 148 yards. So, I mean, he can still dump off passes to Kamara. Tony Jones is there. I mean, there's backups there that have success. So, I still love Kamara at number 2. Number 3 is Dalvin Cook against Arizona. I think this could be a good shot. I know Arizona's defense held Derrick Henry without a score and like 70 yards or something like that. Very low amount of yards for Derrick Henry. But this is Dalvin Cook. I absolutely love Dalvin Cook here at number 3. And Vegas thinks Minnesota is going to put up at least 23.5. So I really like that. I think Cook could play a big role in that 23.5 points. Number 4 is Nick Chubb. Now, he's coming off a fantastic game in week 1. We had him highly ranked in week 1 as well. Had him in pretty much all of our almost all of our lineups. We even had Kareem Hunt, who came through as the backup, but technically had 2 running back or 2 a great game as well. I mean, both running backs for Cleveland dominated Kansas City in week 1. So I've got Nick Chubb number 4. We've got him against Houston. I realize Houston's bad overall. Last year, they were the worst run defense, I believe, or they were second worst. So we smashed James Robinson everywhere because he should have had a good game. Urban Meyer did not use him. Urban Meyer used James Robinson and the run scheme like he was in college and everyone needed to get participation trophies there. No. Urban Meyer, hopefully he learned something from week 1. He's not in college anymore. And James Robinson should have feasted. I don't think that's going to be a problem for Chubb. Now, Houston, even though James Robinson didn't feast, they're ranked 27th against the run this year. That's one game I get that. But in our matchup tool, which you can find under the NFL tab, we definitely will have all of the stats from last year, and you can see how bad Houston was against the run. You can sort the list however you want it. You can check that out, and hopefully it helps you out there. So love Nick Chubb at number 4. Number 5 is Derrick Henry. I think a lot of people are going to see didn't have a good game and didn't score last week, and now he's got a tougher matchup against Seattle D, and it's still Derrick Henry. I mean, the guy is massive. He's absolutely massive. Number 6 is Aaron Jones. Against Detroit, they are bad against the run. He smoked them last year. The problem is, I think either Aaron Rodgers is going to absolutely dominate the Lions in primetime, or Aaron Jones is. I don't know if they both will. They could, but I do love Aaron Jones here, number 6. Not the biggest game in week 1. Pretty much no Packers had a good game last week. I think they come back primetime looking at Aaron Jones, number 6 overall here, with Vegas thinking the Packers are going to put up 29. I don't mind that at all. Number 7 is Najee Harris. Now, I get that. Last week he didn't do much. It was the Bills defense still. So looking at him at number 7, we've got against the Raiders. They rank 2nd worst against running backs. That's obviously after one game, but Las Vegas is not the best run defense there. I think Najee could score here. I think he has a good game. Let's go why we've got him at number 7 here. And Vegas thinks Pitt's going to put up at least 26.5 points. Number 8 is Jonathan Taylor against the Rams. Now, this one's a little bit, if you're playing DFS, probably more so GPP-wise. The Rams defense we know is really good. But Jonathan Taylor can catch passes as well. The only problem here is we've got a crowded backfield here with Hines and Mack right behind him in Indy. But other than that, I really do think we could be in store for a good Jonathan Taylor game here. And he can take some passes as well. So really like him at number 8. Number 9 is Joe Mixon. Dominated last week. Had him in almost, I want to say like 90% of our DFS lineups. Had him in my season long as well. And yeah, really excited about it. So looking at that, Joe Mixon, number 9 against the Bears. Now, Joe Mixon here at the Bears being 11th. I don't mind that. I actually really like that. So I like Joe Mixon here. I wouldn't be surprised if he catches pay dirt again. And Vegas put up a total of 21 for Cincinnati here against the Bears. It will really depend on, is it Justin Fields? Is it Andy Dalton? That depends on how the game goes. So I love Joe Mixon here to be in the top 10. And then number 10 here, Chris Carson against Tennessee. They rank 21st against defense here. 29.5 points is what they think they're going to get. And yeah, so just kind of looking at that, I would look at Chris Carson interchangeably against Tennessee. Top 10. He will be more so relied upon if Russell Wilson dominates Tennessee and they go up big and then they just hand it off. So it'll really depend on how the game goes. But I do have Chris Carson here at number 10. Do not mind that at all, especially if you're doing a mini stack of Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, whoever you're going with, you want to throw in Carson, don't mind that at all. And then just some other ones that people might have concerns about, like Zeke at 13th. I know he didn't look very good last week. Yeah, we don't know what we're going to get out of him. If he can catch some passes, it's going to be even better, especially on DraftKings where you get some extra points there. Against the Chargers, they ranked 25th, so I do like Zeke to have a little bit of bounce back here. Eckler dominated last week for us. The problem is we just don't know how really good Dallas's run defense is because we only have one game off of them. And, Tom Brady was just slinging the ball the whole game. Elaire against Baltimore, Baltimore still got a good defense. And if this game is a shootout, I could see the run just be completely put on the back burner and this game just being a ton of passes. So definitely looking at that. Antonio Gibson, I think last I looked, he was questionable. So definitely pay attention. I've got him at 17. And then you can go all the way down, 28, Tyson Williams against Kansas City. He could probably come up a little bit. The problem is, Latavius Murray is in this backfield, and he can vulture some stuff. That's what I'm problematic about this one. We're still waiting. Maybe Le'Veon Bell gets called up. You don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen with Baltimore backfield. And then, Lamar runs the ball a ton. Looking at that. Javonte Williams is here, but Melvin Gordon had a really good game in week 1. And we go all the way down. We have a total of 86 running backs ranked in week 2 here. Like I said in the quarterback video, these most likely will be updated before Sunday morning or Sunday morning. So come back all week and check this out. Check out the rankings, where we've got them, and what has changed between now, when we get this video here on Wednesday, and kickoff on Sunday. Especially if it's the weather is a concern, it's going to be rainy or windy. That'll push up the runs a lot, and then Vegas numbers, stuff like that. So those are your top 10 running backs. If you want to check the entire list out, click the link down below. That is this article right here. And we will look at the matchup tool real quick. So we'll look at the matchup tool. Now, this is not completed for week 2 yet, but just kind of showing you the defenses and how they ranked last year. So these are all defenses in week 1, or just overall. These are defenses here against quarterbacks. And then you can go down to running back. Now, this is only really good for desktop, because there's just so much data that it's really hard to fit it on mobile. But you can look at, just like, if you want to sort which defenses gave up the most amount of actual fantasy points last year, you can click that. Or if you're playing on DraftKings, you can do that, or FanDuel with running backs. Raheem Mostert was in the best spot last week, and then obviously he got hurt immediately. So a lot of things went wrong. We had a lot of injuries there, but just kind of looking at that. We try to do with running backs the top 2. Obviously with San Francisco, it could be running back by committee, which is kind of same thing with Texans, David Johnson, Lindsey, and Mark Ingram. Ravens could bring in Lev Bell as well, or someone else, and that would be top 3 there. But yeah, a lot of things to look at for each and every position. So we have quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. This is not updated. I have not pushed the update through for week 2 yet, so definitely pay attention there. This will be updated. If it's not updated tonight or today / tonight, it will be Thursday before Thursday Night Football. So do not fret and do not be afraid, because that will be complete. So that's what I've got in this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. If you like this matchup tool, it is completely free right now. Click the link down below, hit the like button, subscribe. The more people that like the videos, the more people that share the videos and share the matchup tool and stuff like that, I know you guys want to see it, and that's awesome. Very awesome if anyone shares anything we do. Make sure you follow us on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and that's what I've got for you for running backs week 2. Good luck, and let's bring up some bacon. Peace.